So throughout this video, if you choose to watch it, I'm going to be showing you guys an almost forgotten legend of RuneScape who went by the username N0valyfe, because I feel like his story should be told to those who don't remember him or never even knew about him, and I feel like it should be told properly. Long story short, N0valyfe began playing RuneScape in July of 2004 and quit in October of 2006. Within his 2 years and 3 months of playing, he achieved all 99 stats, and in October of 2006, he even passed Zezima for rank 1 overall on the high scores back when Zezima was playing competitively. A few days later, after he had taken rank 1 from Zezima, he quit RuneScape forever. Much of N0valyfe's history has been forgotten by the RuneScape community, and I began playing in 2004, the same time N0valyfe had, and I remember his reign very well, and I'd be shocked if other veterans of the game like myself don't remember him. In 2004, the RuneScape 2 beta had just opened and everything was new. Back then, if you were over level 80 combat, you were definitely seen as somebody special. The Gower brothers have even stated that when they first created RuneScape Classic, they never imagined any player ever achieving a level 99 in any skill because of how hard they thought they had made the game. But a lot of players have proved that statement to be false over the years, and many still continue to do so even today. Even though N0valyfe isn't as popular as he once was, his recorded history is still around for everyone to view today. What you're seeing is an archived version of his old public RuneScape album where he documented most of his game history from 2004 to 2006. If we check his baby picture under the category Year 1, it's clear to see that even though RuneScape was very new and most players had no idea what they were doing, N0valyfe began to thrive in the game even though this was his first account ever. The screenshot you're seeing now was taken only 2 weeks into him playing, and by the end of July 2004, here's what he had accomplished. On the 25th of March in 2006, 7 months before N0valyfe quit, RuneTips, aka Tibbet, conducted an interview with N0valyfe, as they often did with famous players back then, and asked him if he played in order to be the top-ranked player, or if it was always a personal goal of his to beat the game. N0valyfe responded, "It's a bit of both. I've basically been geared on skills since day one." Within the About section of N0valyfe's now removed RuneScape album, he tells players that his real name is Jordan and that he lives in the United States. He even includes a history of the PC games he has religiously played since 1998 until he began playing RuneScape, and he says that it was actually his friend that introduced him to this wonderful game. He explains that the username N0valyfe, when split in two, literally means new life, and he continues on to say that the meaning behind it is open to interpretation. He also shows a humorous side by telling everyone that he doesn't know anybody in RuneScape personally, which means that he's not your next door neighbor or cousin or kid that's sitting in the back of your math class, and adds that the Tibbet interview is actually genuine. With N0valyfe starting the game off with it already in his mind that he wanted to be number 1, he was able to actually receive all 99s 1 year after playing. Slayer had come out along with farming, and eventually construction did too. Even though he was fighting for rank 1 overall, it always seemed like a new skill would come out and he'd have to get it to 99 first before he could continue his goal. On June 22, 2006, N0valyfe achieved 200 million experience points in cooking and also 200 million experience points in fletching on October 18, 2006. His high scores were rising fast, and he says that his newly found fame was interesting. He says that he mainly didn't care for the way that people misspelt his name mostly. After he received rank 1, he quit RuneScape shortly after, but he explains why on his website. It's sort of sad to say, but he honestly came out with it and basically admitted that the game was taking over his life. And even during the Tibbet interview, he says that he looked out his bedroom window more times than he'd like to admit. When N0valyfe gained 99 construction, he said that that should have been the end of it, gaining a perfect skill total, which was his primary goal that he set for himself. He writes in his last words section of his website that out of all the former rank 1 champions in RuneScape history, I must be the shortest lived, having graced the rank for less than 3 cumulative weeks. I wanted to prove to myself that it was not only possible to attain a perfect skill total, but that it could be done intelligently, efficiently, and elegantly. In short, my work here was finished months ago, but instead I chose to complete the 200 mil XP cooking and fletching goals. From there I could have continued indefinitely. Thieving would have been next, then combat, and then trade skills such as crafting, herblore, and smithing, followed by the independent skills in fishing, woodcutting, and mining. But it won't end on my terms until I draw the line. Given a choice, I would rather retire here amidst sweet victory than forge onwards and let time and complacency draw the curtains. He continues on to leave a section on the website showing some things that he missed and that he always wanted to get before quitting but never did. N0valyfe has been forgotten by a lot of people, and it makes me sad. I was 10 years old when I first started this game, and while other kids my age had regular role models of TV celebrities, superheroes, or anything other than their parents, one of my biggest ones was N0valyfe, which is partly the reason why my RuneScape clothes are still green today. I stumbled onto N0valyfe's website when it was actually in the process of being built, and I'll never forget the day I actually saw him in the Rogue's Den going for 200 mil cooking experience. It sounds very corny and dumb to say, but N0valyfe, through the words of wisdom on his website, taught me to love this game. Not to love the community, the players, not the countless hours of grinding for XP or trying to always be efficient, or anything else. Nothing extra. Just the game for what it is. A game. N0valyfe's website is now gone forever, but you can still view most of it even today through the archived versions. However, I believe one day those will be gone too. Even if his website one day is truly gone, he still has his Photobucket account with 638 pictures of his journey he captured from start to finish. I feel like nowadays I'm one of the few players left in the RuneScape community that is a true veteran, that continues to love the game the way he did and how he showed me that I should. I'm grateful to remember him not just for what he did in RuneScape, but because of the impression and perspective he was able to give me, even at such a young age, because I know it's why I'm doing the jobs that I love to do today that has ultimately changed my entire life. N0valyfe's official last words were as follows. If I could give one parting piece of advice, let RuneScape remind you that life must be lived as an adventure. Every gold piece you make, every ore you mine, every monster you slay is ultimately towards your own heart's desire. Why must anything you do elsewhere be different? When your time has come, keep not weighted burdens of hardships and pains, but the priceless gems of experiences, friendships, and passions imparted by the spirit of this game. Fellow RuneScapers, may your best adventures lie ahead. Thank you all.